Africa has about 700 million Christians. A large number of them support Israel, or at least are sympathetic to the ideology of Zionism. Why is Christian Zionism in Africa so strong? African Stream spoke to retired Anglican minister Stephen Sizer, author of the book Christian Zionism, Roadmap to Armageddon, and founder of the Peacemaker Trust, for more insight into this phenomenon.
Christian Zionism is dominant in America, and that's why it's dominant in Africa. Because sadly, many churches in Africa are dependent on funding from churches in America. And to be cynical, forgive me, if I can get money for my church from a particular church in America or a denomination in America, I'm more likely to get that support if I align my theology with their theology, my doctrines with their doctrines. They come and visit us, they bless us, they support us.
So it comes down to money. This means that African denominations that are funded by Zionist Christians from the United States are, in the main, supportive of Israel's racist and colonial policies towards Palestinians. And this is where slavery and racism come in. You see, Zionism in the United States is quite strong in the southern part of that country, where slavery was deeply entrenched. Stephen Sizer explains how this background shapes Zionism's racist ideology.
Christian Zionism is dominant within certain denominations and certain parts of America, particularly the South, which coincidentally was the area of segregation, pro-slavery. And so again, you have a parallel with what we would call white supremacism, white nationalism, the belief that we are superior and our understanding of the Bible is the dominant one.
And this misunderstanding of the Bible by Zionist Christians is based on a misapplication of the scriptures relating to ancient Israel to the modern entity calling itself Israel. The Old Testament finds its fulfillment in Jesus Christ, who emphasized the conquest of self and one's own desires, not the conquest of other races. Both Hebrew and Greek scriptures emphasize that membership of God's people has always been open to all races on the basis of grace, not race. And that understanding includes funding that has no strings attached, as Sizer himself exemplifies.
You know, the model in the New Testament is self-sufficiency. You work and you provide for your family, and that goes with the church. So if I was a pastor in Africa, the expectation would be that I work half the week, provide for my family, and serve as a pastor on Sunday. Not that I receive my salary from, the hard-earned money of my congregation or from America. We should be independent. So my plea is to Christians in Africa: be aware of where the money is coming from and what strings are attached to it. Cut the umbilical cord, go back to the Bible, work out what the Bible actually says, and develop an African theology, not a European colonial white supremacist theology.